Hey, brother teacher here. Is professional wrestling real? Is it legitimate? Is it actual wrestling? Or is it something else? Now, I can buy or accept college and high school wrestling because they both have a set of rules. There are certain techniques that you utilize as one man pits himself against another man and his particular skill set. The person who is more agile, maybe even quicker, and intuitive, maybe, usually decides who the winner is going to be, falling within the parameters of the rules and the regulations, of course, and the referee standing there to oversee. But what the heck is professional wrestling that we've been watching on cable television and even regular television, for that matter, for many, many years now? You see people that appear to be wrestlers, but what about the introductions of these wrestlers as they come into the auditorium and the ring on jumbo screens with the music in the background and handing them a microphone where they can speak to one another, talk back and forth, and even appear to be arguing with each other about who's the best fighter? And where in the world does the chair or the table enter the ring as part of wrestling, professional or otherwise? How is it that a wrestler pitted against another wrestler in professional wrestling, that is, WWE, for example, how is it that they fight for 5 or 10 minutes, sometimes one on one, sometimes tag teams, sometimes a whole group of wrestlers in one ring, and no one seems to have any fatal injury? I mean, let's face it, if you or I was to be kicked in the ribs numerous times with a foot, we would have to say, time out, I'm done. And we would end up in an emergency room and probably having surgery right away. And what about them climbing on top of the ropes and jumping on one another? Sometimes unsupported, just standing there. Sometimes they're lying on the mat. Sometimes they're lying on a table. What about the person with the chair that cracks the other person on top of the head with a chair? Have you ever been hit in the head with a chair? It hurts. Where's the blood at? Where are the knots at? Where are the concussions at? But you have a referee so conveniently placed within that ring that seems to be in control. So what am I getting at? I think you already know. I had friends when I was growing up in high school that would always debate on whether or not pro wrestling was real or was it choreographed. I beg to choose the latter. If you don't know that professional wrestling that we watch on television, on cable as well, where millions of dollars are spent in advertisement and promotion, if you don't know by now that it's fake, I feel sorry for you. Yes, it's fake, and I said it. Fake from what standpoint? Fake in the sense that these guys, let me qualify something first of all, these guys and these gals, they're there to entertain us. And at the end of the day, that's what professional wrestling really is. It's entertainment. And for years, Vince McMahon never wanted to say that professional wrestling was entertainment. Then he finally broke down and started calling it entertainment. It is entertainment. If there's nothing else to watch on the television, I might flip to that channel and watch the entertainment that they call professional wrestling. But I do know that it bears no resemblance to anything that's real in terms of fighting or wrestling. These people, these individuals, go to training camps. 99% of them know one another, and they are familiar with one another's skill sets and abilities. They are. They know how to pull a punch, an elbow, a knee, a foot. They know how to take a fall. Every once in a while you might see some blood, but it's all part of the show. Professional wrestling that we see on television is nothing more than an orchestrated entertainment event just to please the audience that are there presently in the arena and those that are in TV land, if you will. That's all it is. And they do an outstanding job at entertaining us. You find the women, they wear these tight, beautiful, classy outfits, spandex, leotards, or what have you, with their breast exposed to a certain degree to attract what? Men followership. And glitter in the hair, face, all of the sparkling sequins and so forth in their outfits. It looks really appealing to a man for the most part because he sees a woman that is a beautiful woman in most instances. But guess what? That's the ploy. She's there to draw you in. That's why they've introduced women over the years into the wrestling as well, professional wrestling, to keep it going, to keep the momentum going, and to keep you entertained. Not me, because I'm not falling for the okie doke. I know it's entertainment, and I treat it as such. So, the moral of the story is simply this: call it what it is, and not what it is not. Professional wrestling is professional entertainment. It is a group of men and women who are highly skilled athletes, and I give them their credit. Kudos to them. They are very, very skillful, and many of them are in great athletic condition. But that's all it is. The referee is in on it. He's part of the act. The announcers are in on it. They are part of the act. And of course the participants, to include the managers. That's it. And that's all. So as I depart, make sure that you know that what you're seeing is real, or is it something just simply an illusion appearing to be real? It's fake. This is Brother Teacher, and I'm out. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And shame on you if you believe that professional wrestling is legitimate wrestling. So long.